My name is Courtney Benscooter.
And Nicole Olden. And our slideshows are about Thomas Paine's Common Sense
And the Declaration of Independence.
The event was the writing of the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration was important today because it allows us to treat every race and gender equally. Keep in mind that the Founding Fathers had to write this after many troubles, such as the Boston Tea Party and the Tea Act. If you look here, you will see that this is where the Founding Fathers wrote it, in Philadelphia. When writing the Declaration, the atmosphere was very tense. It was tense because a war was about to break out. Also, the Boston Massacre, the Tea Party, and the arrival of British soldiers occurred just before the writing. This event took place in Philadelphia on the date of July 4th, 1776. If you look where I have my red pointer, you will see the picture of the Founding Fathers presenting the Declaration. There are 5 events that directly affected the writing of the Declaration, and they are: 1. In 1768, on October 1st, the British soldiers arrived in Boston to enforce the new laws. 2. In 1769, Parliament passes a resolution allowing colonials accused of treason to be tried in Britain. 3. In 1770, the Boston Massacre occurred, when 5 colonists were killed by the British troops. 4. In 1773, the Boston Tea Party happened, when men threw tea over 3 ships into the Boston harbor. 5. In 1774, General Gage arrives in Boston to command British troops. When they were writing the Declaration, there was 13 colonies that announced their break free from the British rule. After the Declaration was written, we were not free from Britain. We had a long war that lasted 7 years. It was called the 7 Years' War. It almost came to an end several times, but not until 1783 the Treaty of Paris was actually signed, and the war finally came to an end. The result of the Declaration is that we now have 3 rights that are guaranteed for us, which are the pursuit of happiness, life, and liberty. If you look where my laser pointer is circling, you will see the Treaty of Paris. And if you look here where it is now circling again, you'll see where the 7 Years' War was fought. The Founding Fathers were under great pressure when writing the Declaration because all of the events were happening around them, such as the Tea Act, the Boston Tea Party, and several more. They greatly influenced history because they all wrote something that now shapes how we treat each other and how we act. The Declaration gives us the rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, so we can live our lives to the fullest. So yes, they have greatly influenced the course of history. The Founding Fathers that were involved with writing the Declaration were Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, John Hancock, and John Adams, and several more. The Founding Fathers demonstrated very good virtue because all through their lives they were well-behaved and well-mannered. I mean, everyone cannot be perfect. Everyone has their mistakes.
Now we are on Thomas Paine Common Sense. The event was Thomas Paine's Common Sense.
The Common Sense was important because it was a small pamphlet that spoke sufficiently and clearly that could be shared with all the people around the town.
In this area, this is where Thomas Paine wrote the document. This event occurred on the date of January 10th, 1776.
The political atmosphere around the event was very tense. The Declaration was just established, and the Treaty of Paris was just being signed.
The events that occurred before this event were the Boston Tea Party and the Tea Act.
The cause of this event was that Thomas Paine wanted to influence the people more than the government. He did this because they just had lost the Continental Army, and the effect of the propaganda crushed the remains of the independent spirit. Some events that occurred after the Common Sense was the writing of the Declaration, the Revolutionary War, and the Treaty of Paris. If you look here, you will see some pictures of the Revolutionary War.
The result of this event was that it inspired people to never give up.
The events from the past that were affecting the writing of the pamphlet were the freaking out and the troubles and wars that were breaking out.
The people that were involved was Thomas Paine.
Yes, he had very good virtue. He married in good hopes, and his wife died while in labor with his child in birth. He wanted a successful life and have an opinion in which government was fulfilled. Thomas Paine influenced the future by keeping the colonists together. Without the common sense, all the colonists would have gone insane. If you look at this picture, you will see Thomas Paine. The sources that we used were www.barefootworld.net and historiesheroes.e2bn.org and
IndependenceDayFund.com and www.history.com.
Thank you for watching and viewing our slideshows.